Miss London, and this is Miss London's Here to Help. That's right, I'm going to give you guys advice on your pathetic little lives. I'm from the ghetto, poverty-driven streets of Wimbledon Village, and I'm the unofficial voice and thoughts of the middle class. You get me? All the celebs come up to me and ask me for advice, and I'm going to tell you just exactly what I told them. Just think of me as your little, you know, agony friend, because I'm way too pretty to be your aunt. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the awkward, uncomfortable, and sometimes pointless ritual of dating. Now, first things first, I don't have a man in it, but that don't mean I don't know what they want. And when it comes to this dating malarkey, there's a few do's and do not do's you don't need to remember. Do not go on a date to the cinema. It's stupid! It's just a guy's idea taking you out for a cheap dinner. What am I supposed to do with popcorn and nachos anyway? Hey, you better be taking me out for some steak afterwards. And how am I supposed to concentrate on you and the film at the same time, huh? You should be getting to know me, not Kung Fu Panda. Foolishness. Do not go on a date to a club. It's too loud, which means you have to shout and you end up moving your hands like this. You start to look like those little people that appear on the TV screen when you're trying to watch Late Night Jeremy Kyle. Weirdos. And another thing, do not try and find a decent guy in a club. There's no point. You're better off looking for a black girl in Hollyoaks. Now, if you're dating a proper celebrity like the guy from the We Buy Any Car adverts or Winston from EastEnders, and he might take you to a classy establishment like Nando's. But don't be fooled, there's still a few do's and do not do's you need to consider. Do not go on a date to a museum. Don't! I went on a date to a museum once. This guy called Lieber took me to the Natural History Museum. At first, I thought it was all good. We were walking around, it was nice, it was romantic, we were holding hands, it was highly original, and then I remembered, museums are free. He didn't pay for a thing. Don't take the piss out of my life. Restaurants are okay, but try and avoid any with a takeaway option. How am I supposed to look sexy and eat with my hands at the same time? If you can't afford knives and forks, then you can't afford me. Sorry, I don't date Ronald McDonald's. So let's recap. No dates to the cinema, no dates to museums, and definitely no nightclubs. When you're on a date, you want it to be perfect. You need the ideal location with great music, great atmosphere, good people, and lots of food and drink. That's right, the ideal place to go on a date is a church, or cathedral, or your local synagogue. What better way to spend time with someone than in good old God's house? Remember, there's dancing, singing, occasionally someone does pass out, but there is quiet time for those personal moments. It's 100% free, but they do like to charge you a small donation fee on the door, and there's free food and wine. Praise Jesus.